Greyman! 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 Holy YouTube video, Greyman!
Grey Maniacs gather! Hi everybody! I'm going through one of my boxes of comics again. This is the last box I'll be going through. Box double Z. Yeah, then I've got some shelves to go through, and after that I'll stop showing my comic books, apart from hauls, I think, and cover slingers. To be honest, the amount of views that I get, it's really not worth the effort. If I wasn't so close towards the end of doing it, I probably would have stopped anyway. Literally, I get about 17, 18 views on the last 3 or 4 videos I've done. What's the point? I could sit on my front wall and show them to passers-by and I'll get more interaction than that. Like, I get 18 views and only 4 people can be bothered to comment. It's like, yeah, okay, fair enough. YouTube obviously isn't for me. I quite enjoy YouTube, but YouTube obviously doesn't enjoy me, so I won't be, you know, but it's because I'm so close to the end anyway. I'll show all the ones that I haven't shown already. I'm going through Box DC. It's all my horror. Basically, that's my horror-related stuff. I'm going to start off by showing you this. This is a lovely card that my good friend Matilda Gothic did for me. This is the character that I'm going to show you today. It's Madame Xanadu. I particularly like this because Madame Xanadu, my girlfriend's got dark hair and she does tarot readings, so I say she's my own little Madame Xanadu, and and that's a lovely picture of Madame Xanadu. A very boobalicious Madame Xanadu that Matilda drew for me. Anyway, so starting off with Doorway into Nightmare. Beautiful Mike Kaluta covers on this whole run. There's only about 5 in this run, I think. I finally managed to get them all together. But, you know, just fantastic covers, beautiful covers. She looks so enticing, so alluring, so vivacious, and yeah. Anyway, ignore my housemates talking in the background. Yeah, lots of tarot card action going on as well, because obviously that's how she tells her future. And I thought it was really cool stories as well. Really good, like, in the horror vein, but like a lot different, like to a lot of the horror fare that was going around in DC at that time. Like, she was the central character, rather than just introducing them, being in the first panel and the last panel. She was an active character in all the stories. So she had a shop in, I don't know, somewhere in New York. Can't remember what the place is called now. I think that was New York. I can't remember. It was somewhere in America, and people would visit her for readings, and she'd got an idea of whatever spooky shenanigans were going on in their lives, and she'd help them through it. She wasn't able to actually actively do stuff, but she could tell people what to do, kind of thing. It was very very interesting dynamic. How she couldn't actively get involved, but she could tell people what to do to sort of stop the predicament. Or, you know, it was interesting. Really, just really cool stories. Unfortunately, it didn't last for very long, so just 5 issues of this Doorway to Nightmare. I'm not sure if it was a victim of the DC implosion or something like that, but it was a really cool run, actually. It's a real shame that there wasn't more of them. And then there was a one-off, Step Through the Doorway into Nightmare with Madame Xanadu, and this is another great cover. This is time by, I think Kaluta again? Yeah, I believe it's Kaluta again. I could be wrong. I think so. Just look at such a great, I don't know, just the expression on it, so kind of like mysterious and exotic, and you know, just really great covers. And great stories as well. I think she went on to do, I think it was Unexpected. She joined one of the other DC horror books when this finished. She went into more of a introductory role, just being at the start of the stories and sort of saying this is so. But actually, I haven't got that many of them, so I want to try and find out exactly what Unexpected titles she was in and make sure I collect all of those issues. And this one, I literally just picked this up because it was a blinking homage to Madame Xanadu #1. This is Eros and Psyche #4 from Ablaze Comics, and I literally just picked it up. I saw it in the shop for £1 or something, and I have no interest in the story. I've read it; it was boring. It didn't really do much for me. But just because it was a total rip of this, I thought, yeah, man, gotta pick that up, and I did. So for £1, just for a cover by, yeah, right. And then I didn't know this till quite a while afterwards. I think I found this #1 of Madame Xanadu. She had a run a Vertigo run. Started in 2008 and I'd never seen that, and I sort of saw this, someone was selling it for £1, and the first issue was like, oh man, this is really cool, I like this story a lot, and the covers are just amazing. Don't know who the artist is, but they're so beautiful, such great art. Story by Matt Wagner. He always tells a good story, Matt Wagner. Can't remember exactly what he's done. I think it's a Batman. Did he do... He wasn't Sandman Mystery Theatre, was that Matt Wagner? I can't remember now, but it's one of those names that I've seen, and like, and always, even though I can't remember exactly what he's done, I remember that I like what he has done, if you know what I mean. I see that name and think, oh yeah, that's a good name, but I can't remember exactly what he's done, but yeah, it's good stuff. Right, we got some more information about Madame Xanadu in this one, about her history, and about, you know, she actually got a story about it. She's one of the fairy folk from England, from the time of King Arthur. She was Merlin's lover at one point as well, and of course in later continuity she's become Jason Blood and the Demon's lover, interestingly enough, and this is kind of like telling her story through history from those times, so you get to a different sort of period of history for each of the stories. So for example, this one is set during the French Revolution. These ladies are about to lose their heads, I think. She's like in the court of what's her name? King Louis the 14th, 15th. Antoinette, Mary Antoinette, I believe, the one who legendarily said, "Let them eat cake," and yeah, well, you know, the rich were living it up large, and the peasants were revolting, literally in both senses. She meets up with death. Actually, she makes a pact with death. Actually, I think she's going to die in this one, and she cheats death into, you know, not being able to claim her. I seem to recall, but they're all cool stories as well. As you can see from the covers, great art, cool stories. She has lots of interactions through time with Phantom Stranger, and she has a kind of like pretty negative kind of, I know he kind of fools her, tricks her a bit, so she's got like a little bit of a distrust with Phantom Stranger throughout the history. I think she might have had a relationship with Zatanna at something. Not Zatara, I mean. I think she had a relationship with Zatara at one point in this history. I seem to recall. And there is, looks like Zatara there. You see, you got Phantom Stranger, you got Zatara there. It's an interesting cover. They're all just very interesting covers on this run. Even if you wasn't into the comics, the stories, which you'd be crazy not to be if you ask me, but just the covers are so cool, so interesting in this whole run. Nominated for 4 Eisner Awards, this story as well, so obviously not rubbish. Yeah. It says Kaluta, so Mike Kaluta's doing the stories inside as well. He's doing the art inside, so I'm guessing he must be doing the covers if he's doing the art inside. Pussycat on this one. Who doesn't like a pussycat? Is it Westchester Village where her shop is? I can't remember now. Something like that. I think it's a real place rather than a made-up place in the DC in the universe. I can't remember now though. Something Village. I'm sure something Village is where her shop is. There's quite a lot of cats. There's not a cat on this one. Matilda's just done a picture for Lisa, my girlfriend, for her tarot page, and she's done a picture, not quite like Madame Xanadu, but it's got Lisa and the cat, black cat Oswald's on the table. There's a cup of tea there, of course, because, you know, we're English and we're civilised, and there's like cards floating in the air above her, like it's quite cool. So that's, that little cat reminded me of that. Alright. Broken House of Cards, that story is called. And this the thing is with this run, it's not expensive either. It's not a pricey one to pick up. There's no like massive keys in it, as far as I know. I think 1 or 2 cost me a little bit, not much, but a lot of them I picked up for £1 each. You know, I managed to pick up a load for just £1 each. So, you know, and good stories, great art, well worth picking up. This is a throwback again to her history. Oh, her sister is Morgana Le Fay, I believe. So she's so King Arthur was kind of like, you know, obviously King Arthur had and Morgana Le Fay had Mordred, didn't they? The child Mordred. At least it's kind of weird. I remember reading up on it before. In some mythology, Mordred is the son of Morgane and Arthur. In other mythology, I think Mordred is actually a woman, and actually takes the place of the Morgane character. So is more evil, is the bad woman kind of thing. More, but anyway, yeah, I'm not massively in the know on Arthurian legend. In a bind? Why don't you call Madame Xanadu? She'll save you, Betty. Haven't you heard? Madame Xanadu, she's making the comeback of the season. So whether you need a listening ear, mystical story, or a delicious potion recipe, you know the best choice. She's not just great, she's magical. Could there be a man in the cards? Just such beautiful, clean art as well. It's like a joy to look at, these covers. Can't remember who that is. It's not Phantom Stranger, I don't think. It could be Dr. Occult. I don't remember Dr. Occult being in here. You know what? I think it might even be Martian Manhunter. She seemed to recall. I'm sure she. Oh man! You know what? I've only read them. Was it? No, I mean last year. I read them at some point last year. Maybe it was a year ago. But yeah, that's the Phantom Stranger, I think. Sorry, it's the Martian Manhunter, I think. Let's have a look. His eyes have just gone red. Yeah. Definitely Martian Manhunter. She's calling him Mr. Jones, as in obviously John Jones. I forgot about that, so I just saw him. And you know, it's like in the old memory. Can't remember what I used to know. Cool stuff. That's number 24. Slightly different art sort of style on the covers now. Still interesting. I think the first one it was called extrasensory, and you can see the perceptions on the side here. So sight, hearing, smell, touch, taste. I imagine that last one is. And you see the moving through the senses. So maybe each one was tying into one of the senses. So this is the sense of touch, and we have a hand reaching out for us. And lastly, taste. Not sure if this has gone blurry. Sometimes it's a blur and you can't quite tell. Right, that was number 28, and this is the last issue. Final issue, number 29, ended in 2011. This is it's kind of like an Art Deco-y kind of looking art style, I'm guessing. I'm not au fait particularly with different art styles. Yeah. Let me see if I can just see the name of the town that she settles in. I'm sure it's like Greenwich Village or something like that. Did I say Greenwich Village? Did I say Westchester Village before, didn't I? Let's see if it says the name of the... I'm sure it's mentioned in this one. Nice art inside. Look at that one. Ooh, nice. The Major Arcana. Yeah. Yeah, sorry for this really low, boring, and sure I remember it saying the place where her shop is, but never mind. You have to not know where her shop is, because I can't remember right now. Some place in America that I think exists. It's like an arty, farty kind of area. I just got the idea of that anyway, like a, I don't know, yuppie, not a yuppie, like a, I don't know, hipster area maybe, I don't bloody know. Anyway, finally the comic is, did a one-shot. National Comics. I don't know why they all say National Comics. It's like I don't quite understand what the idea was behind these National Comics. There's a few, and a couple of them are like Archie comic characters. I'm sure there's one with like, is it Black Hood or something? I can't remember if it was Black Hood or Hangman. The Hangman, I think it was. And there was a Looker one that I remember seeing, and Madam X, but it's Madam Xanadu. But it's like a completely new kind of iteration of her. Again, the art's pretty cool. Lots of tarot card influences, and yeah, good stuff. Anyway, so that's it. I don't understand what the National Comics idea was. Why? I don't know if I can. Maybe I need to look that up at some point. But it was just like a weird reimagining of. I don't understand. Anyway, it was something DC did at one point for some reason that I don't know. Made a bunch of one-shots in 2012 telling, I don't know, reimagining of the character. I don't bloody know what they were trying to do with it. But anyway, I don't have all of them anyway. I haven't got the Looker one. I don't know how many they did actually. But if anyone knows what that was about, they can let me know. But that's it. That's my Madame Xanadu. I want to get the rest of. I want to try and get the Unexpected run that she's in, and she features heavily in, I think, the last two demon-related comics that are out. So there's Demon Hell on Earth, which was a 6-parter. She's in that one, and also the Demon Knights run, which goes for about 28 issues. She's also heavily in that one as well. And yeah, Madame Xanadu, great character. Just part of the spectrum of awesome supernatural characters that DC excel at. If you look at I've said this for quite a while now, if you look at the roster of supernatural characters that DC has and the roster of supernatural characters and magic related characters that Marvel has, DC just pisses over the Marvel's characters from a great height. They've just got so many awesome supernatural and magic related characters. I'm not saying Marvel's a crap, they just don't seem to have as great a wealth, in my mind, of interesting characters, you know? What have they got? Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider, he's pretty cool. Brother Voodoo, yeah, he's alright. But when you look at DC, you got the Spectre, you got Deadman, you got Phantom Strange, you got Madame Xanadu, you got the Demon, you've got the Enchantress, you've got more. Oh, Zatanna, Mystery, you've got Cain and Abel. You kind of put them in that bracket maybe. What else was there? Sargon the Sorcerer. But yeah, the Dr. Fate. Yeah, loads of stuff. Anyway, you've got Shazam if you want to go there when it comes to magic. You know, the Wizard Shazam rather than Captain Marvel. But anyway, yeah, that's my opinion anyway. What do you think? I mean, if you look at the supernatural stroke magic rosters of both companies, do you agree? Is DC's magic fraternity far stronger and more interesting than Marvel's? I think they are. But let me know what you think in the comments down below, if you can be bothered to leave a comment. If you do watch this, please leave a comment, because at least I know people have watched it then, and it makes it seem like it's worth the effort. But until next time, all you lovely grey maniacs out there in Grey Man video watching land, have a grey amazing day, and may all your news be good news. Have a great amazing day. I'll have a great amazing day. Have a great amazing day. I hope you have a great amazing day.